Charlotte Mabrey. I'm a friend of Keith Marks, and he asked me to do a video for Next Stage. It's taken me forever, I apologize, but I thought I would tell you a little bit about the tambourine. I'm a percussionist, and tambourine is still one of the more challenging instruments. I know it doesn't seem like it should be, but it is. So let's see what it is. It's actually a really, really shallow drum. That is, it has a shell. It has a skin on the top. And what makes it so unique, of course, are these jingles. And different tambourines sound different because of the jingles. Some are very light sounding, some are very dark sounding. I thought I'd show you a few. What makes it such an incredibly interesting instrument is that percussion is defined by a kind of an umbrella concept, that we make sounds and music by either striking something, shaking something, scraping or rubbing. And the tambourine does all of that. So I can strike the drum, and to do that I'm going to just use my fingers like the little bottom of a doggy foot. I'm going to go to the edge of the drum. I'm going to hold it at a 45-degree angle so that when I strike the drum, the jingles fly up, come back, and they don't do extra ringing. I'll show you. So this is the correct way of striking. If it's flat, you get all that extra sound, and we don't want that. So that's the first way we play the instrument. We strike it. We use magic spit. We can shake it, and this is, a lot of people have seen this, where we kind of pick it up. So we can play a longer note. Or we can actually scrape it, and that's one of the most unique things about this instrument. I'm going to lick my thumb because I need to create friction between my thumb and the drum head, and the friction vibrates into the stems that are holding these jingles, and they flutter like this. Whoops. If it's softer, I might use just one finger, so that we have striking, shaking, rubbing, or scraping, okay? So that's sort of a general way to play. But they're all different ways. If I have to play exceptionally soft, it's very hard to do that without spazzing up the rhythm. So what we do sometimes, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, I'm not very good at these video things, but what I'm doing is I'm putting my knee up. Boom, there's my knee. I'm going to lay the drum on it and then play with my fingertips. So I can be super soft but articulate. And as I get louder, another tambourine that I own, it has much, much heavier jingles, and so the sound is what we call darker. That's how we talk about sound, light and dark. And you can hear how different that is. And here's one with even thinner jingles. So in orchestral music, the percussionist is always trying to find the best sound that the orchestra is making, fit into that sound. So if the music is dark and heavy, Mahler, Bruckner, we use a darker sound because there's lots of brass. If it's lighter, Carmen, what am I saying? By Bizet, Jiminy Christmas, the opera Carmen. Over the years, people have continued, it's amazing, to figure out ways to play this instrument. I went to college many, many years ago, and that was sort of one way that people played it. And then another way that people played it came up recently, well, recently to me. And basically, rather than, when I have loud passages, I used to flip the drum over, lay it on my leg, and play inside of it. But it was so raucous and uncontrollable. So people around the world continue to think about this. And so now, instead of actually flipping it over, we're kind of training ourselves to hold the instrument very, I don't want to say tense, but pretty tight. And throw it down onto the leg and bring it back up to hit the hand. And so you can play really, really loudly that way. Another, I was talking about soft rolls. So there's another way. We put it on our leg, and we can drag the fingers and then play a rhythm. So, you know, that's 7 or 6 minutes of the tambourine, and we don't play it like this. We leave that to the rock stars, and we give them our best, but we don't really do that in orchestral music. So I hope that gave you a little insight into what the tambourine is, and one last thing is it's one of the oldest instruments besides the human voice. They have discovered in Greek architecture, there are reliefs that are imprinted into the columns that show, of all things, women holding these instruments. So these are hundreds and thousands of years old. Not these particular ones, but it's been around. Any questions, let me know. I've enjoyed my time with you. Hope this is okay. Bye-bye.